Good morning everyone, here is Mr. Chen. So today I want to give you some feedback on yesterday homework, exercise 9D, question 1 to 7, 13. Okay, you may take a look of the first questions. Okay, this is question 2 in exercise 9D. So maybe you can think about what's wrong or what is the reminder that I want to bring in this question. As you can see, sometimes the reminder may not be the mistake in the calculation, but in the presentation. As you can see, the whole step or the calculation is very clear for in this student. Okay, but when you can see the last sentence. Okay, as the student calculate K2 equals to -4, but from his work or her work, you can see y is equals to 1.5 plus -4 over x. But simply, we can just simply combine the positive sign and the negative sign so that our answer can just simply write as y is equals to 1.5x plus and minus, it will become -4 over x. Okay, so that we don't have to write too many mathematical signs, and then we can simplify or simplify the whole answer. Okay, this is the first reminder, and then we can take a look of question 3. Okay. So as you can see, the second sentence, the first mistake is substitute the wrong number. It should be 2. Okay. And then what I want to bring is from the second sentence, the student writes K1 times the square of 0. But in the next sentence is he or she writes K1. But in fact, this is a very, very important message to bring. That is 0 times any number n, any number, then it will always equals to 0. Okay, so the sentence should be 0 plus 2k2 equals to 2. So as you can see, 0, that means we have no longer write anything. Then 2k2 equals to 2, then we can just directly write down k2 equals to 1. Okay, so finally, the remaining steps are incorrect. Okay, so the answer is wrong. Okay, so if we know K1, then we can just substitute this number into the next equation to find K1. So in this case, we don't have any simultaneous equations to solve. Okay, finally, I want to talk about question 13. That is the word questions. Okay, exercise 90, question 13. So, why I want to talk about this question is, I think most of the students are always afraid of doing word questions. But I'm telling you that in this chapter, we don't have to afraid of doing any word questions, as we just have to when we start a word questions, we need to identify the keywords, and then we can simply do it or directly do the questions. Okay, so let's take a look. So Andy is an urban taxi driver, then we can ignore it. So the most important thing is, or most important word is, the questions use partly and partly. So when we see the word partly, that means we can directly use the partial variations. And then let's take a look of the symbols. So some daily expenditure, yi. So we have a unknown E, okay, partly constant K1, and then partly another part K2. So we know that E is representing some money. So expenditure, we don't have to know the meaning, but it is talking about some money. Okay, and then first part K1 and then another part K2 with the distance traveled X, then X. And then the next sentence, E is equals to 1050 and X is equals to 300. Okay, and then E is equals to 1350 when X is equals to 450. So as you can see, two pairs of numbers. That means we have to substitute. Okay, then for part A, it asks you to find the equation. Okay, and for part B, it asks you to find the expenditure. So that should be E. But it is given that, a distance of 380. That means we know that it is talking about X. Okay, let's focus on the part A first. So we know that E contains two parts, K1 and then K2. So the question says, partly constant, that means we just have the K1, and then the second part varies directly as the distance traveled X. Okay, so K2 times X. Okay, and then we just add up these two numbers, and then where K1, K2 not equal to 0. Okay, next, substitution. X is equals to 300, and then E is equals to 1050. So 1050 equals to K1 plus 300 times K2. Okay, and then we switch the sign. K1 plus 300 K2 equals to 1050. So this is already the equation 1. Okay, the next information, that is X is equals to 450 and then E is equals to 1350. So 1350 equals to K1 plus 450 K2. Okay, so again we rewrite it as K1 plus 450 K2 equals to 1350. This is the second equation. Okay, so finally we get two equations with two unknowns, K1 and K2. So as you can see, in this case, if we use the method of elimination, K1 or K2 should we choose, or it is more easier for us to continue to do it? Yeah, and the answer is of course K1, because the number is already 1 and 1 in both equations. So again, we just use the elimination, 2 minus 1, then K1 minus K1, 0. So no matter, we don't have to write it again. And then 450 K2 minus 300 K2 equals to 1350 minus 1050. And finally 150 K2 equals to 300, and then K2 is equals to 2. Afterwards, substitute K2 equals to 2 into 1. So that K1 plus 300 times 2 equals to 1050. So K1 plus 600 equals to 1050, and finally K1 is equals to 450. Okay, 450. So finally, after calculating these two numbers, these two unknown K1 and K2, then we can draw the conclusion. The expenditure E is equals to 450 plus 2. Okay, done. So as you can see, when we do the word questions, we listen, or we don't have to. We understand every single words, but we have to highlight the keywords and highlight the the important information for the calculation. Okay, then for part B, we take a look again. So when x is equals to 380, and we want to find the E, the expenditure. Okay, so let's go. So okay, so by the result in part A, okay, when x is equals to 380, E will be equals to 450 plus 2 times 380. Then the result will be 1210. Okay, don't forget the dollar sign, but I will choose it to be written at the last sentence. The expenditure is, okay, that means not the dollar sign, but I will rewrite it, draw the conclusion at the last sentence is 1210. Okay, so to give you or to present it in a completed way. Okay, so that's the end of today's videos. So later time we will give you the assignment of today's. We will give you more exercise on exercise 9D. So see you